You can come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Feel free to sit up on something if that feels right for you, a blanket or cushion or block, and take a few moments settling in. And you can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And allow yourself to arrive right where you are, feeling that you're touching the floor or the props underneath you. That you are breathing. If there's any excess tension you've been holding that you're now aware of, just invite it to release with each exhale. Finding just the right amount of effort to sit here nice and tall. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with a side stretch. We'll take the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow, but try not to tip off your right sit bone. Big reach out, and then circle your right arm back behind you as far back as you can. Just noticing what's being stirred up as you do this, whatever you're feeling. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then curve your way through center, come all the way over to the other side. Big reach out through the left fingers, grounding down through the left sit bone, and then start to circle your left arm back behind you as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And again, curve through center, come all the way around. One big circle. When you get to the beginning, curve around through center, all the way over. Take one big circle. And this time when you get to the beginning, let's curve to center and fold over the legs. So folding over the legs might just be leaning into your fingertips, or you might walk your hands forward or come to your elbows, and you're working with your body, your limits, finding your edge right where it is, feeling, letting it be like this, however this is. Walk your hands back in, coming all the way up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, like you're filling up a balloon and the heart, floating it up. Release, come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Drop your right ear over the right shoulder. Press down through both shoulders, but especially through the left one, maybe even reaching left fingers away from you. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through your right side. Looking for a stretch there. Rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth. Half circles or 3/4 circles, watching as the sensation moves from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release the arms down, head floats back up. Bring hands to the floor behind us again. Shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the chest, taking it as high as you're able. Release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way back up. Let's come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees and you have something to put under them, you're welcome to use a blanket or cushion there. Hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. Start by engaging the abdominals and lengthening the spine. Feel the whole spine lifting away from the floor, nice and long. And then we'll take a few rolls through the spine. Lifting the head and tailbone arch. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch, and send your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend up and back. Now, shift your weight forward and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Knee in. Extend. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches. Then push up from there. Knee in. Extend. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend and then roll open through your hip, reaching toes to the side. You can stay on two hands or take your left hand back to catch your foot, kicking your foot into your hand. As you do this, lift up away from what's on the floor. Try not to collapse into your joints. Gently release. Arm forward, leg back, square off shoulders and hips. Draw the belly in. Find that long spine again, lifting evenly away from the floor. And then release. Hands and knees. Sink back to child's pose. Maybe give that right wrist a little rub or circle. Slow, deep breaths. Let's make our way back up to table. Adjusting hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, lift the head and tail. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch, and send the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, shift your weight forward to dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Knee in. Extend. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend. One more time, dip down. Press up. Knee in. And then extend and roll your hip open. You can stay here on two hands or take the right hand back. Kick your foot into your hand. Lift up away from the supporting hand so you're not collapsing into the joints but staying light, spacious. And then gently release. Arm forward, leg back. Square off the shoulders and hips. Lift the whole spine away from the floor. Belly lifting up, chest lifting up. And then release. Hands and knees. Sink back to child's pose. Hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. Maybe give that left wrist a little rub or circle. With arms out in front of you, you can walk your hands over to the left. And pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table and into downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. You might pedal out your feet a little bit here, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking up the backs of the legs. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another and let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any arm position here. Any movement that helps you let go. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat, coming into mountain pose, Utkatasana. Feet can be together or apart, hands together at the heart. And let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Move at your pace. When you're ready, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Come into your back bend and let's take an extra couple breaths. In this first one, you might start out gently or move around a little bit, feeling how this is in your body now. Wherever you are, dropping the shoulders back and down. And then back to down dog when you're ready, and we'll take 5 deep breaths. Down dog or child's pose or sitting or any other neutral shape. Have the rest be about you finding your center again. And if that's more easily found in a passive pose like child's pose or sitting, do that. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up in the air, bend your knee to your chest, and start circling this bent right knee, exploring the full range of motion for this hip joint. If you'd rather do this from hands and knees, you could drop your left knee to the floor. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little bit higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Take a big step forward, low lunge. So we're going to drop the back knee. If you want to pad your knee, you could roll up the side of your mat or put a blanket or cushion under there. And you may want to grab blocks for your hands if you have them. As you sink your hips forward, check the distance between your legs so it's not too tight of an angle on the front knee or ankle. Look for an opening at the front of the left hip, and you can do this with hands on the floor or blocks. You could bring hands up to your front leg or your hips, or arms up. Finding your challenge, choosing the outer shape that feels right for you. And then release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. Feeling what you are doing, whatever that is. From down dog, when you are ready, take your left leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward, low lunge. Feel free to adjust the distance between your legs. Add padding for your back knee, blocks for your hands. Sink your weight forward, looking for an opening at the front of the right hip this time. You can take whatever arm position you did on the other side. One more breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to a good resting pose. So you might take a vinyasa, you might just step back, and you could find your way to down dog or child's pose or sitting or any other neutral shape. Letting go. Just like you easily exhale, could you easily just release whatever's not needed now? One more deep breath in and out. And come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide whatever support you need. Big, reaching out. Strong legs, strong core. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing, other side. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down. Let's interlace fingers. Press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears, but shoulders keep dropping. Arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be just a slight lift of the heels or coming all the way up. Begin to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, you might slide a little lower. Try not to overstretch anything. A little bend in the knees could be useful, or even a big bend. And release. Your hands, drop your heels, drop your head, let that go. Let's bend the knees and come into chair. Utkatasana. Hips sink back and down. Head lifts high, shoulders go low, fingers lift high. Feel everything that's going up and down at once. Everything that's engaging and releasing at once. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, low lunge, drop the back knee. Let's bring the upper body up and take a twist. So that could be left elbow to the outside of the right knee. If you want something a bit more open, you could also have left hand on the floor and right arm up. In either case, if you would prefer to do a high lunge, you could tuck the back toes and extend the back leg straight. Wherever you are feeling this, can your breath be deep here? One more breath here. Release. Hands to the floor or to your blocks. Drop the back knee again. Take the hips back for a hamstring stretch. We're going to inch the front foot forward and then flex the toes back. So you end up with hips right above the back knee, hands right under shoulders as high as you need them, and going towards hip square, towards a flat back, towards folding. If you want to go towards splits, you can also slide the front heel forward. Finding your edge right where it is. Perfect place to be. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. To release, we'll bring both hands to the inside for lizard pose. Turn out through the right foot. Shift your weight forward, coming onto your hands or elbows on blocks or the floor. And you might explore a little. How does this feel if you shift your weight more to the left or right? If you turn the right toes out more or less. Do you want to add a quad stretch to this, bending the back leg and reaching for it? What are you noticing in this shape? And if you do something a little bit differently, you might notice something different. And then release the back leg, make your way to down dog. Taking all the time you need, feeling what you're doing. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, low lunge. Upper body up, setting up for a twist, something similar to what you did on the first side. So prayer twist or arms extended, low lunge or high lunge, lots of options. Can your breath be steady here? Can your face be relaxed here? Last breath here. Let's release. Hands to the floor or to your blocks. Drop the back knee, pat it if you like, hamstring stretch. Going in the directions you know to go in. So applying everything you're aware of, feeling what you're feeling, using what you know and what you feel to continue to fine-tune. If you did slide forward on the other side, you might do that again. We can continue to learn even in these very familiar poses. You might do something one way for years and years and then notice something and do it differently. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. To release, we'll bring both hands to the inside, adjusting into lizard pose, finding your way. If there were no right or wrong way to do this pose, how would you do it? What's interesting to you? If you added a quad stretch on the other side, you might try that again. then release. Make your way back to down dog, however you want to get there. Is there a way to even out the two sides in your transition? Integrating what you've just done. And then a good rest. Any neutral shape, more important than the shape, coming back to ease and presence and deep breaths. Last breath here. Let's come all the way through to sitting. We'll extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back, inch the heels forward. If you want to sit up on something that can help get the pelvis upright, feel free to use that. Folding forward, use your hands to support you. That could be hands on feet. Could be something like a strap around the feet or hands on the floor. Going towards length, towards folding, breathing here. Oh, what is there to let go of in this moment? Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring soles of the feet together. Can grab your toes or ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold, whatever amount. If your elbows meet your legs, you could push into them to help them open. If it works better for you to use your hands for support or elbows for support, you're welcome to. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. And bring the upper body up. So we're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Kick your foot into your hand and let your arm be pulled away from you. So your shoulder blade comes off your back and then sink back through your belly and your chest to resist. And this can open up things in the upper back, especially the right side. I like to call this Schlump Asana. The more you schlump, the better it feels. Not traditional alignment, but you can get a nice stretch, pulling your arm off with your leg. And then we'll take a second variation, more traditional alignment, zipping up. So feeling your sit bones on the floor, lengthen your spine up, draw your shoulder blades back on your back, and open the right leg out to the right. So some of you might be able to straighten it part way or all the way. Don't go beyond what feels right for you. If you're already feeling a big hamstring stretch with it bent, stay there. You can go towards straight. And you can use the other hand on the other knee to lift the chest. You're sitting nice and tall. Let's release. Same thing, other side. First variation, Schlump Asana, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Let your back round, let your arm be pulled off your back. You can hang your head. And then second variation, zipping up, sitting tall, shoulder blades on the back, opposite hand on the knee, pulling to bring the chest open, and then maybe extending part way or all the way straight with that left leg, just going to your edge. Good, let's release. Now, if you're not already near the front of your mat, come to the front of your mat and make sure there's nothing behind you on your mat or in your way. Clear the runway. So we're going to grab the big toes, lean back and find balance on the sit bones, and then trying both legs at once like the second variation. So we're going to open up the legs, keep the shoulder blades on the back, going towards straight. So towards straight might include quite bent. So working with your body, seeing if you can come as far forward on the sit bones as you can without falling. Nice tall spine. Now we're going to roll back, round back, double check everything's clear back there, nothing in your way. If you round your back, you'll go ahead and roll, and you can find your way either to your middle back or onto your shoulders like a wide-legged plow. We're going to roll back up and find our balance. Maybe that's in one roll, maybe you need a couple. Can try doing it with legs straight or bent. You can try holding the toes. If you need to find your way in another way, go ahead. And if this is not a good idea for you, don't do it, as always. So let's bring legs together now. They can be as bent as they need to. You're going towards straight, towards long spine. And again, we're going to round back. So if you round your back, you go ahead and roll onto your middle back or all the way to your shoulders. This time, instead of rocking all the way up, we're going to slowly roll the hips to the floor. You can pull on your toes or your feet or your calves like brakes. See how slowly you can roll down. Can you go one vertebrae at a time? There may be a part of your back that wants to come crashing down. See if you can slow it down. And there may be parts along the way that you pause. Letting the weight of your body sink down through each point. Once your hips are down, you can bend your knees to your chest and just take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. Working out any tightness from where you just were, releasing. And then drop your feet to the floor. We're going to cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left leg and hug it in as close as you can, stretching right outer hip. And as you do this, can you drop your shoulders? Can you drop your chin so the back of your neck is long? Can you relax your face even more? To release, drop your left foot to the floor, straighten your right leg up to the ceiling, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then drop your right foot to the floor. We'll cross the left ankle above the right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in, stretching the left outer hip. To release, drop the right foot to the floor. Straighten the left leg up, flex and point your foot. Circle your ankle. And then drop the left leg all the way along the floor. Bring your right knee to your chest and take it across for spinal twist. You can open out through your right arm. And then release, roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Grab hold of just the left knee. Take it across, spinal twist. And open out through the left arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in and check in with your body. What is still needed to feel complete in this practice? We're each learning how to take good care of ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the ways. And part of this practice is just tuning in. What do I need? And you don't have to have clear answers for it to be a good idea to ask that question. So I'm just asking it now, seeing if there's anything your body is desiring. Might be a yoga pose, might be some movement, could be just moving right into your rest. Taking the time you need and eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Getting as comfortable as you can. You can take the time to adjust things, grab support, cover up. Eventually settling into stillness, into ease. slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side. Pausing there for a moment, giving your body a chance to adjust. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. And you might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.